I wish I hadn't worked so hard is the second biggest regret of the dying. And yet, most of us try to blindly build our net worth by continuously working while missing important events throughout our lifetime. Friends' nights out, friends' poker night, birthdays, our kids' birthday, their school recital, date night, you name it. All of these missed events and human experiences to ensure that we end up being the richest person in the cemetery. In his book Die With Zero, hedge fund manager Bill Perkins argues that to ensure we live a life worth living, we should aim to die with $0 to our name. Here are the 5 takeaways from his book. Why you should spend all your money by the time you die. When you work, you're spending life's energy, sweat, tears to acquire money that you then use to pay for your immediate needs and save some for a rainy day, or to pay for experiences that you might want later. Now let's say that you're in your 50s. You've been a high earner all along and you have a lot of money saved up. You've been putting it away to enjoy a trip around the world with your wife. Suddenly, you die of a heart attack, leaving all this money behind. In that example, you've basically converted your life energy into dollar bills that you've never used. You've wasted your life energy. You might have been better off working less and spending the time instead with your wife in your 30s and 40s. Or if you had accumulated enough wealth by your late 30s and 40s, use some of it to enjoy life then and there, instead of waiting until you retire. The message here is, as well as saving, let's also consciously spend while we're still young, so we maintain a balance between living life and saving money for when we are older. Quick pause. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe as it helps the channel. Experience and relationships are what give life meaning. Why are we alive? Why do we live? The simple and yet complicated answer is to experience life. And experiencing life will mean a different thing for each of us. For me, it means spending as much time as possible reading a book with a coffee, or spending time with close friends and family. For others, it might mean spending as much time as possible skydiving or mountain climbing. Perkins argues that we should aim to invest all of our money in enriching experiences and relationships before we die, so we die with $0 to our name. We can think of investing in positive experiences as investments in ourselves because they make us a more engaging and dynamic person. Investing time in and participating in new experiences allows us to have a growth mindset. It gives us the belief that we can improve our skills, knowledge, and talent over time, which ultimately makes us a more interesting person. Saving money we never intended to spend is not a smart financial plan. Why not? It's because it represents missed opportunities. It means we've missed potentially fulfilling experiences and the chance to live a richer life. It represents wasted energy that we've put into work to generate money that we then never use. You might be thinking of keeping to grow your bank account until your last day. Your argument might be that you will pass it on to the next generation. Perkins says though, why not give the money to our children while we're still alive, to see them use it to grow? It's also likely that our children will need the cash the most when they're still young, as opposed to when we give it to them, if let's say they're already in their 50s or even 70s when we pass away. Why it might be too late then is because as we get older, our capacity to earn increases, while our will to spend decreases. So given our long lives in the modern world, by the time we pass away, our children may not have any use of the money that we're leaving behind. So better give it to them in their 20s or 30s when they're still struggling financially. We need to balance saving and acquiring new experiences so that our savings account does not continue to grow, while our balances of rich experiences and important relationships stagnate. It doesn't mean we have to spend all of our money in one day. And if we don't make that much money to begin with, there are plenty of low or no cost experiences to be had no matter where we live. And there are plenty of opportunities to build relationship with people without spending money. As we reach the end of our life, we'll value the experiences we've had more than the money we've saved. Regret of the dying. One of the common end-of-life regrets is that people spend too much time working and not enough time having meaningful experiences with loved ones. Many also regret not having taken more risks in life and not having pursued their dreams. All these are evidence that we'll feel that our life was well lived if we prioritize meaningful experiences over too much savings. You don't enjoy an experience only while you're having it. You enjoy the memory of the experience forever. Memories build a richer life as they become more valuable as time passes, particularly as we age and our physical abilities wane. If we've had varied experiences and build rich memories throughout our life, we can then sit back and think, when I was 30, I did. Fill in the blanks. And we can tell these stories to our grandchildren. Spend while young. Perkins explains that if we don't invest in experiences while we are young, we risk missing out on many of the best moments in our life. 25 years old us might want to go skydiving, while 65 years old us may not. We almost always certain to be financially richer later in life. And financial costs that might seem daunting when we're young will at that point likely seem inconsequential compared to the value of an experience. Meaning, as we age, it's easier for us to make and have more money, but we value experiences more. If we wait until we are deep into retirement to start spending, we're likely to run out of time to spend all of our money. That doesn't mean we should spend recklessly. We need to plan how and when we will spend and save over the long term. One strategy is to spend the first part of our life saving more than we spend, and the second part of our life spending more than we save. The message of the book is not to spend like there is no tomorrow, but that we shouldn't wait to invest in rich experiences that add meaning to our life. Balance is key. Perkins' advice is for us to build our wealth until we're 45 to 60 years old, whereby up to this point we are saving more than we're spending, but we're still spending on the right experiences and not delaying those. Then past that point, we should be spending more than we're saving, within reasons of course, as at that point our life expectancy is no longer that long and our accumulated assets would be accumulating interest to compensate for the fact that we are saving less. Many people think that the more money you have, the better off you are. If you fit in that category, you will likely keep saving past 45, thereby sacrificing many fulfilling life experiences. Many factors in someone's life may make them value money so highly. However, research shows that after a certain number, which is around 75,000 USD per year of income, more money no longer contributes to someone's happiness. Keep in mind that there will be a last chance for everything in life. There will be a last chance to take your growing kids trick-or-treating for Halloween. There will be a last chance or time where your knees can handle a mountain climb. A last time you feel like sitting for 14 hours on a flight to see a new country, and so on. Don't let last chances pass you by. Take time to plan out all the experiences you'd like to have in life and by when you would like to have them. So don't let your bank account grow too much while you remain stuck at work and do not enjoy any life experiences. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, my friend, take care.